No, the title is not lying. We might actually be getting Dark Aether, or at least Dark Aether in some capacity, coming back in Modern Warfare 2019 as a mastery camo. In today's video, I want to quickly go over a leak that just came out from Metaphor on Twitter, who is a reliable-ish source, who has talked about all of the camos that we are expecting to see inside of Modern Warfare 2. And the interesting thing with this is, if you don't know, a few days ago we did get another leak that was kind of a bit suspicious because it did not get a copyright strike. So I'm pretty sure if I show it to you on screen right now, this is basically it. This is kind of like the Red Dark Aether situation that we saw with Vanguard, but the Red Dark Aether actual camo ended up getting copyright striked and was actual Activision owned, but this isn't. It's a bit of a confusing situation. But the first camo that I will be covering is of course gold, and the good news with gold is it won't be like Modern Warfare 2019's where we had a combination of black with gold for some odd reason. This one is supposed to be full-on gold weapon coverage from what I've heard from multiple different leakers that started covering these camos after Metaphor tweeted them, which is a bit interesting if you think about it. Like, just one leaker posts them and everybody's like, okay, it's time to leak everything. Unless this just recently came out, I don't know the full situation. But yeah, gold is supposed to be full-on gold, and I really do hope it's similar to Vanguard's, because in my opinion, Vanguard's gold is goddamn sexy. That's one of the good things they did. Even they're like zombies, plague, no, not plague diamond, golden viper, but what was it, like bronze, would you say? Like, it definitely wasn't gold. Also, we won't be seeing the diamond camo, but instead we are going to be getting the platinum camo back. Honestly, the platinum camo that we had in Modern Warfare 2019 kind of sucked. I wasn't a huge fan of it, never really looked good, so I'm really hoping that it'll, like, you know, look like good platinum and not bad platinum, of course. And now we can get on to the two most interesting camos, because there seems to be two mastery camos, and I mean like full-on mastery camos, not just ones that are like gold or diamond. And I'm not entirely sure how you will be unlocking these, in the sense of, will you be unlocking them because, let's say, Warzone now has a mastery camo and multiplayer and they share the camo, or something similar like that. The first one is supposed to be similar to DM Ultra, but more shattered or cracked, and Metaphor went on to compare it more to spilled oil on the ground, but with crystals and different cracks on it, and supposedly it's supposed to look amazing. This is honestly really exciting, because not only is he comparing one of the camos to Dark Aether, but he's also comparing one of them to DM Ultra, which are two from Cold War. But it's definitely sounding very interesting and a bit more exciting. I kind of did like the previous leaked camo that we did see, but it was always a bit disappointing that it was going to be green. I'm kind of sick of this green camo after Vanguard decided to have the Kaka Dark Aether instead of zombies. It's just kind of, the green camo is just kind of they don't work for me anymore. So seeing something more bluish, purplish, similar to Damascus, and hopefully animated, is really exciting. And lastly, there is this second camo, the Dark Aether one, which is supposed to not be very good, because it is supposedly combined with the fall camo that we did also see in the past in Call of Duty. And that's an interesting comparison, to say it looks like Dark Aether but also the fall camo. They don't really look similar in my opinion. But yeah, the camo coverage on most of the camos is supposed to be really good, but the actual Dark Aether one isn't supposed to have anything amazing, which is a bit upsetting, because, you know, it's Dark Aether and seeing that back would be pretty cool. But one thing I want to go back to is, does this mean that DMZ and Warzone might actually be having their own mastery camos? And the reason I say this is because Metaphor did say that there is even more slots as of right now inside of the mastery camos for them to add in more in the future. Now, one thing that we did actually see inside of Modern Warfare 2 was the addition of Obsidian, which just added on more difficult challenges that you were able to unlock after unlocking Damascus on weapons. It honestly wasn't a crazy amazing looking camo, but it was something interesting that we haven't seen since then. And considering the fact, you know, like the last two Call of Duties have been a bit of a rushed mess, I kind of hope that this means that Modern Warfare 2 will be starting with Call of Duty 2.0, and also the addition of just mastery camos continuously being added on, because mastery camos is what, in my opinion, makes Call of Duty just amazing. Like, they just, you know, make it really fun. That's why I'm really excited about Modern Warfare 2, just to go and grind the camos. Like, I feel like that's one of the main things everybody does. And yeah, those are the leaks. I will link everything down in the description like I usually do if you want to go check it out yourself. But this is definitely a more exciting leak, and similar to the previous one. Take everything with a grain of salt. Don't believe everything you see on the internet. I was kind of very hopeful with the previous one that it was the leaked camo, but now I don't want it. I want this one instead. Give me this one. Thank you. But campaign is coming out super soon, and the game itself, so we will see. We'll see super soon. Hopefully, actually, probably when the game like is available on PC, campaign-wise, every leak will come out because the game is essentially coming out. Anyway, if you're new here, please subscribe. More Modern Warfare 2 content coming out. And also, if you're watching this video on the 18th, or at least a few hours after this video goes up, tomorrow's video is going to be very interesting. Be on the lookout for that. It's one that I've been working on for a very long time. Anyway, peace.